I don't even know where to begin. There's so much stuff here, it's falling over. Hello everybody, Melissa here with a very lovely art supply haul video. I got a lot of stuff, and I just want to say right off the bat that all of this is only possible because of the generosity of my art friends. Those of you who come to Art Hang Party, those of you who watch my videos here on YouTube, those of you who have bought stickers or supported me through coffee or purchased some original art over on my coffee shop. Everything here is here because of your support. And I really, really, really thank you for everything. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for being part of Art Hang Party, drawing with me, being an art friend. I know, I said it. I appreciate you. And I appreciate that you allow me, one way or another, to spoil myself with art supplies. I did start the year saying I wasn't going to buy any new art supplies. And I know a good number of you out there said I wouldn't be able to do that. And you're right, but I changed my stance on not buying any new art supplies. And I'm only using money that is generated through my art in one way or another to buy art supplies. So whether that's YouTube ad revenue payments, which are starting to be a little bit more substantial than the pennies they were at the very beginning, whether that's buying an Art Hang Party sticker, or anything from my shop, or generous donations, or things like that. Anyway, I'm only using money generated from my art one way or another to buy new art supplies. So that's my budget. My budget is whatever comes in. So if nothing comes in, I don't buy anything. And if I do find myself with hundreds of dollars of money to play with, I will share that back with you in the form of art supply videos and new art supplies in the art that I make for you to see. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. That was a very long intro to saying hello and welcome to an art supply haul video. Very exciting. So you saw I had a pile of stuff, and I think I am just going to start with one thing at a time. I've opened everything, but I haven't used everything yet. I have used a few things. I have saved some things to open here, and I'm going to swatch everything. Maybe swatch things as we go. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. I asked on Instagram stories if people had any suggestions of things for me to buy, and Melissa Jabby suggested the Artgraph pot. Now, I've thought about this Artgraph pot a lot. Let me see if I can... Too many things. No kidding. In my art cart. Okay. So Melissa Jabby on Instagram suggested the Artgraph pot. And I already have this stick, and I was unsure of whether I needed both, the Artgraph stick and the Artgraph pot. And let me open this up. This is a graphite watercolor, if you are unfamiliar. It's what these doodles made. Okay, now I can get rid of the packaging. It's very nice and satisfying to hold metal tin palette, and you can see that I used it. I used this at Art Hang Party for our 50 birds in 50 minutes. I used it over watercolor. Let me grab a couple. Yeah, so I just used it over pre-painted watercolor backgrounds. We had a minute to draw each of these, plus I was reading the chat and trying to... Oh yeah, that was the day that YouTube broke on me and we had to move to Zoom. Anyway, It was a nice arting party, but I used just a brush with some water and the Artgraph. And what am I going to swatch these things in? I'm going to swatch them in a Royal Talons Art Creations sketchbook. Okay, I need clean water too. Okay, I have water. And I have a brush. So, lots of debate back and forth of whether I needed the Artgraph pot if I had the stick, but I absolutely see the need for both. So the texture of the Artgraph is very nice, but when I try to get like the same kind of thing off the stick, is very, very light. But the stick you can draw with, which is really fun. So I think this is good, and it actually plays really nicely with watercolor, like how it kind of, you can kind of see the background shining through and stuff, and it picks up a bit of the watercolor, which I like how it kind of mixes together. So, Artgraph, very happy to have that. I can see myself using this when we go and sit in the park, just as like a quick fun, let's make some landscapes. Yeah, so I'm just gonna write Artgraph. Cool. Number 1. What's next? What's next? What's next? Let's take a look at some Noodler's ink. This is something that I've had on my list for a while, and I wanted a brown waterproof ink. And so I bought this Noodler's number 41 brown. The label is always very fun on a Noodler's ink. But I do have to say, it was so full when I first opened it up. Like, it was literally to the brim. I don't even know how they did it, but it was full. So I've actually taken this much ink out of the bottle already and put it in this in this container. And test it with my Khaki Mori dip pen. And I was just drawing with this earlier, making some Boston Celtics drawings, mixing it with the Khaki Mori green that I have. And it's just a nice brown. I think it's gonna be really nice for line work when drawing. And it mutes down pretty nicely too, so. And I'm sure once I let this dry even more, it's gonna be just that much more waterproof. It is a bulletproof ink, so I am looking forward to drawing with this guy. Another fun thing that I got, they're all fun, everything's fun. Another fun thing are these Viviva color sheets. They're watercolors in a booklet, and I didn't realize I bought the fall set, but the colors look really nice, and I'm sure they're going to be really good for landscapes. Gunja suggested these. I think she suggested these on my Substack. But I'm very excited to try these out. These ones I haven't opened yet. I have not even had a peek at them. But it says that, here's their story. We reimagine paints to conveniently fit in our busy modern schedules. We're a small family-owned business proudly making art supplies by hand in India. So that's really cool. Expressively vibrant, super intense. Oh. That's a different language. Paint everywhere, smaller than a phone, long lasting, baked in the sun, 16 full colors. So let's take a look. Oh, can this look, It's a little postcard. Oh, and then you can paint the postcard. Hola, I handcrafted this for you. How cute is this? How cute is this packaging? Hi, I am Ruskar. I love how magenta looks when it's being made. Hope you have a lot of fun using these color sheets. Well, isn't that cute? So here is the fall set of super vivid transparent watercolors. How to use. Be amazed, the pigment on these color sheets is highly saturated. That means the color you see here is different from their actual color on paper. We got you covered. The partition between colors has special water repellent coating to avoid sticking when wet. Our recommendation, let the colors dry before closing the color sheets. Super safe. These color sheets are safe to use, but do not ingest them. Oh, you should wash your hands with soap after use. Here we go. So we have crimson, brick red, dusk orange, autumn leaf, fire, happy yellow, tree bark brown, earth brown, light green, bottle green, peacock blue, which is like interesting, ink blue, pastel pink, pastel orange, pastel green, oh that's pretty, pastel blue, and mix amazing colors here. Don't actually see an envelope in this set, but this page is left blank intentionally. Okay. Shall we do a quick swatch? I think we should. Ooh. Yeah, that's vibrant. Oh, these are nice. It like immediately picks up the color. I'm barely touching these sheets and there's so much pigment that comes up. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm really interested in this peacock blue. Ooh, ooh. I have to show you these up close. I'll show you in a sec. Oh, that's nice. These two colors are actually really similar. Sort of same with those two. Okay. Very cool. Look at how pretty those are. Yeah, those will be pretty fun. Those will be pretty fun to, like, throw in a bag for a quick park. Like when I don't want to take a full watercolor set or anything. It's perfect. I have to put the U in color sheets. Cool. Thank you, Gunja. And I think Stephanie Lucas also suggested these on Instagram. Cool. What's next? Speaking of Stephanie Lucas, Stephanie Lucas suggested with great enthusiasm that I try out these Paul Rubens watercolors, but they're not just any watercolors. They are fluorescent watercolors, or neon, fluorescent, neon. Yeah, these little tiny little water, not so tiny, I mean they're 5 mil, so that's a decent size that will last a long time. Watercolor tubes. Now, I don't have to open these because I was hanging out with Steph on the weekend and she gave me a little tester set. I don't think I actually told her that I ordered some. So I'm gonna swatch from her little gift. And what else? It came with this little pamphlet that shows all of the colors. I don't know if these are all. Oh yeah, these would be all of the watercolors that Paul Rubens offers. Paul Rubens was was my very first watercolor palette that I got. These ones need a lot more water. Maybe I should test them from the tube. They are very, very... I'm going to test them from the tube because that's just going to mix together. And then we'll get full potency. Oh, and then I have to open them. Okay. Oh, there we go. See how bright that is? I think we have that orange already. I'm gonna need to get a new, palette to put the, my goodness. My goodness. Definitely, when I put these in pans to dry, they're going to need to be sprayed before using to really activate them, because the ones that came straight out of the tube are definitely a lot juicier, which makes sense because they're fresh and wet. But yeah, cool. Let me show you a close-up of those. See how vibrant they are? I think those are going to be fun mixed in with other watercolors and used as backgrounds. And now look how fun my self-portrait background is going to be for today. Very cool. Thanks for the recommendation, Steph. I think those will be very fun. Very, very, very fun. Now, that's very messy. Oh man. What is next? I'm gonna save some good things. On Sunday, I had a IRL art date with some art friends that I've met through Art Hang Party and online. So we went and did some drawing in the park. And then, of course, when a group of artists get together, we need to make a trip to the art store. So let me show you what I got there. I did hang out with Charlotte Hamilton, Blue Shine Art, Stephanie Lucas, Anne, I can't remember your last name, Anne, Eileen, Cindy, and Sarah, and Abba. There's a really nice big group of us, and it was really lovely. We drew in the park, and then we went to the Bata Shoe Museum and did some drawings of shoes all through history, which was really nice. And if this video gets out before Friday, and if you're a free subscriber to Char's Substack and my Substack is all free, but Char has a paid level, you can RSVP to a drawing session that we're going to co-host together on Friday, May the 2nd at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and we're going to draw shoes from that Bata Shoe Museum. So I'll put the link in the description below. But yeah, you have to, I'll put the RSVP link, but please subscribe to my Substack and Char's Substack. Yeah, so I got some sketchbooks and paper, at the art store. And these stone papers were recommended by Eileen and Anne. They're very, very, very soft. And they were saying that they're really nice for pencils, color pencils, and things like that. And I mean, these books were like $1.99 and $2.49 or something, so definitely not going to be precious about them. They're very flimsy. I think they'll be really fun just to like play with. I don't even know that I want to write in them now, but I just grabbed a Cretacolor. I'm just gonna, oh yeah, that's soft. You can see, and I think like this paper you can't rip it, or it's like really hard to rip. It's interesting. Anyway, 2 of those sketchbooks. And then this is the same sketchbook that I did my Japan travel sketchbook in, the 13 Semi-CDC or something like that. I can't remember what it is, but it was really nice to work in. The paper is smooth, a little bit off-white. It lays flat. Now for my Japan sketchbook, some of the pages did kind of pull away from the spine, but nothing a little tape can't solve, and it's super satisfyingly crunchy when it's all filled up. So highly recommend these sketchbooks, and they're not bad. I think this was like $13, so comparable to the Art Creations, and I think it's definitely a better quality. The cover has like a nice almost fabric-y texture to it, but it's not. It's like a kind of rough paper. It's got a really nice spine on it, and yeah, it lays flat. It's really good. So I'm gonna save this for one of my next ones to work in. And then I got this watercolor pad. It's 9 by 12, 140 pound, perfect for watercolor, gouache, ink, and drawing. It's acid free. It's cold pressed. I think we saw the texture of it. It was open, I think, when we were looking at papers, and this was not expensive either. It's just the Above Ground brand, which is the art store that we went to. Yeah, but I can always use paper, and I usually cut these up into smaller sheets and then, yeah, make them go even further. Oh, that is actually quite textured. So, yeah. Kind of like the back a little bit better. Anyway, it'll be good for watercolor and acrylics and things like that. So that's what I got from the art store on Sunday. Another thing that I ordered, and this was thanks to Reb, aka Made by Reb, her recommendation. It's a Gelli plate. Now, I think I got a bonus here because I definitely didn't order the big one. I only paid for the small one, but it says this is a set, do not separate. So I think perhaps they sent me the wrong one. Maybe. Yeah, pretty sure I only ordered the small one. But then I got, so the small one is 5x7 and the big one is 8x10. So definite bonus on that purchase. I've never used Gelli plate before. I've seen a few people use it, namely Helen Cryer. So I think I'm gonna have to go back and watch a couple of Helen's videos just to see how she did it. But I know that they're like super jelly. Oh man, super jelly. And so you like work in layers. So you put your first layer down on here, then your second layer, then your third layer, and however many layers with, you can basically, I think you can use anything, but yeah, like graphite and acrylics and things like that. And then you lay your paper on top of it and you make your print. So whatever you do on here will come up on your paper in reverse, which is pretty cool. But it's like super thick and jelly, and I'm not gonna play with it right now, but believe me, I will record my first session experimenting with it and share that with you. Yeah, so I'm pretty interested to try this out. Durable, reusable, easy to clean, are great for printmaking, mixed media art, card making, journaling, scrapbooking, home decor projects, and much more. Easy to use. I kind of don't want to know too much about how to use it before using it for the first time. So I think I'm just going to play before watching anything more about it. And then you can watch me fumble and just have fun with it. So that's going to be cool. We're coming toward the end of the pile, but let me show you the things. Actually, the last things to show you are things I ordered from Jackson's website online. So I saw, what was it? Oh, it was during the Art Hang Party After Dark session, and Lucinda Henry was using graphite over pre-painted paper, and I just loved the way that it looked. But I looked at graphite sticks and things, or sorry, charcoal. I looked at charcoal sticks and they just looked so messy, and I was looking around on Jackson's, and they had this pencil that has the wrapper on it, so like your hands stay a little bit cleaner. I just want to expose a little bit more of the charcoal. I don't know if I'm doing that right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is Peel and Sketch Charcoal from General Pencil. And charcoal, I think it says charcoal. I can't read. My eyes are so old. Yeah, what can I sketch? Just be loose. Cool. Yeah. We need another Art Hang Party After Dark nude session so that I can have fun with that. I know I can use it for anything else, but yeah. Very nice. Very nice. So that's going to be fun to play with. Even like taking this out to the park and doing some sketching with it, I think will be really cool. Excited to play with that. Also from Jackson's, I wanted indigo watercolor for a while. It's been on my list, and I finally decided to order some. This is indigo from Jackson's brand. It's artist watercolor. I won't get into the colors, but it is indigo. And let's see what it looks like. That's a lot. Oh, how pretty is that? I'm actually going to put this in my watercolor palette right now. One of my watercolor palettes. Let's put it here. Very nice. Very nice, very good. I'm happy with that. I know indigo comes in all different versions. But that's pretty. That's pretty. Okay, now for the very exciting things. Another thing that has been on my list for a very long time that I would never, ever, 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 ever have allowed myself to get if it weren't for the generosity of our Ting Party friends are the Daniel Smith Extra Fine watercolor sticks. So I got this set of 5 mixing colors, and then let me open this, and then I'll pull out the extras that I also got. Oh, and a Daniel Smith sticker. It did come with this case, which is pretty cool, like individual holders. I don't think I've ever actually held one of these before. So it comes with Hansa Yellow Medium, Quinacridone Coral, Lamp Black. Like, this is a lot of watercolor. Cobalt Blue, and Phthalo Green Yellow shade. So this is a really nice mixing palette, color mixing palette. And what does it say? This set provides you full palette of core colors. Mix any color under the sun or moon with this set of 4 essentials, plus the perfect black. From painting portraits and still life to landscapes and abstracts, the pleasure of color is yours to discover. Set colors selected by Giovanni Belzarani, who is a published artist living in Italy. Anyway, hold watercolor sticks in your hand. A brush or paint palette is optional. The power of pure pigment is at your fingertips with our portable, versatile watercolor sticks. Paint, make marks, and mix directly from the sticks to your artwork. Daniel Smith watercolor paint in your hand. Just add water, no wax or fillers. Highest light fastness, professional quality. Like a pan in your hand. Cute. So very excited to try these babies out. The black seems a little bit shorter, and the blue seems just a little bit shorter than that, and then these 3 seem to be the tallest. So I think this one has one color in it. And this is a color, watercolor color. Like, look how nicely that was packaged. That I have wanted for a very long time. It's the Undersea Green. And this is a granulating green color, and it's just so pretty. We'll swatch. We'll swatch. And then I got my 3 favorite colors to play with. It's the colors that I use in Holbein all the time. But this is the Daniel Smith version that I first saw Claire Bremner using a little mini 3-color palette of these 3 colors, which inspired me to find the Holbein alternative, because I couldn't afford Daniel Smith. So yes, I got Opera Pink. Actually, these are slightly different than Claire's colors, but New Gamboge. New Gamboge was definitely the yellow that she was using. And then Cerulean Blue Chromium, which maybe these aren't even Claire's colors. The yellow was definitely Claire's colors, but those 3 together are going to be pretty fun to play with. And then I think with all of these colors here is like the perfect palette of all the colors you'll ever need. I will ever need. So let's try them. First, I want to see. Okay, so you can like just dry make marks. Let's do that first. Not like super, like they're not neocolors by any means, but you can make marks with them. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm just gonna, yeah, that's gonna be good. I believe these are like warms and cools of the colors of the wheels. I don't know what I'm saying. Very cool. All right, let us try them wet. Oh yeah. That didn't take much. This is taking a little bit more. I wonder. Opera Pink needs to be worked in a little bit, but that's okay. Very nice. I'm gonna, maybe I'll do a little color wheel. Oh, see how pretty that green is? That's my favorite. Mix in that fluorescent. Oh, so nice. Oh, these are gonna be nice. These are gonna be fun. That is very green. That's a green green. Well, that black is juicy. I didn't label this. Would you like to see? And I need to get that opera pink working as juicily as the other ones, but very nice, very clean colors. I like it. I like it. You know what I'm in the process of making a little watercolor sketchbook. So I'm gonna try these in here with a watercolor brush, and I'm gonna do it at the back. I'm gonna do 2 color wheels, I think. That one got a little bit small, but a little bit more muted in the mixes, but still very nice. This is definitely, this feels definitely more like the colors that I'll use more, but I think these are gonna really work nicely. And it's messy already. Yeah, cool. I've wanted these for so long. Very happy to have them. So, I think that's everything. Oh, I do have one more thing yet to come, and that is some distress crayons. But those seem to be taking some time to arrive. So I will share those with you once they come. I got a lot of new things to play with. I hope that you had fun with this. I feel like I'm a little bit all over the place opening and having a first or second play with everything. But I can't thank you enough for being here, for being part of Art Hang Party, for watching my videos, for supporting me through my shop. I really, really appreciate you, and thank you for everything. Let me know what you think of my selections here. If you have any suggestions on how to use anything, I am very open to trying things, so let me know what you would like me to see. Let me know what you would like to see me do with any of these. If you have any suggestions, I will happily play. And yeah, I look forward to making art with you. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon. Don't forget to check out the information about the drawing session this Friday with Charlotte Hamilton. And every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time is Art Hang Party, which is a weekly live hour-ish long art making session full of fast-paced drawing and a lot of fun. That happens right here on my channel, on YouTube, every week. And every week is a different theme. So yeah, this week we're drawing flowers. I'll see you later. Thanks so much for being here. Bye.